that was over his back.
Nice uppercut, and the left. Thus far has been a masterclass from Bam Rodriguez. Hard right hand by Estrada, and down goes Bam.
Anytime guys start to look good, Bam just swings it away.
Body shot. Puts El Gallo down in a heap. And he stands over.
The morning after. Block. Block. Listen. Before I talk about my assessment of Bam Rodriguez as a fighter, let's talk about this fight. Bam Rodriguez versus Estrada. This was a great performance, to say the least. Listen, I have never seen a fight so determined so early in my life between two fantastic fighters. When Estrada threw his first jab, we said the fight was over. But here we go. Good job, jab, Estrada. But, oh, no, man. I see it already. Estrada doesn't have the speed. Oh, I see it already. Good jab from Bam. Bam sees it, too. Estrada got to catch. Good jab. Oh, no. It's over with. It's over with, people. It's over with. It was over with. I didn't even have to see. I just saw one punch from Estrada and it's over with. I've never seen something so glaring so early in my life. He threw that jab. That boy went, and I said the fight's over. Just Bam's positioning, the way he was moving, his speed in relation to Estrada. Because like I said, Estrada's been looking good. But he hasn't fought in a while. But he looked good his last fight against Roman Gonzalez. The thing is, both of them were over the hill. All right? To see him against a bright, fit as a fiddle, 24-year-old, potentially all-time great fighter, it was glaring. And let me tell you, Bam Rodriguez knocked out Estrada with a body shot. And I'm telling you, man, a tear almost dropped our eyes. Because as an 80s baby, it just reminded me of Megatron versus Optimus Prime, with Bam Rodriguez being Megatron. Remember Transformers, the movie? Remember when Megatron shot Optimus Prime multiple times in the same area of his body, right at that rib? That's what Bam did. Bam hit Estrada multiple times in the same area, eventually dropping him.
Anytime guys start to look good, Bam just swings it away.
Body shot.
Same shit. And that's the black, two sugars, a little bit of cream. Listen. And the funny thing is, just like Transformers the movie, with Estrada being Optimus Prime, before Estrada went out, he did drop Bam Rodriguez. Remember when Optimus Prime was on his knees, pause, and Megatron said it was over? And Optimus Prime said, never!
It's over, Prime.
Estrada did the same damn thing.
It's over, Prime.
Let me lean back on you. Hold on, my brothers. Hold on, here we go. Yeah. See, this is Dad's chair right here. Hold up, let me. Little headrest change. There you go. What a fantastic fight. Bam Rodriguez beating Estrada. And it looked like it was very much one-sided. And I was starting to compare it to Larry Holmes versus Ali. And I started to curse Bam Rodriguez. I was like, to do that to one of the greatest flyweights of all time is diabolical. The way but then Estrada caught him. And I learned a lot about Bam Rodriguez. How quickly he got up, how quickly he got his head together, and how he went to seek and destroy Estrada after getting knocked down. Reminds me very much of Inoue. Remember when Nery dropped him and how Inoue got up and just continued, just went on to knock out Nery, to drop him and beat the hell out of him? That's what Bam Rodriguez did against Estrada. Now let's talk about Bam Rodriguez for a quick second. Bam Rodriguez, what he's doing by the age of 24 is outstanding. Hold on. I'm leaning back a little too much. What he's doing by the age of 24 is outstanding. I mean, it's unprecedented. It is better. Like, even when you look at Teofimo Lopez and what he accomplished by that age, or Devin the American Dream Haney, it's better than that. Because forget undisputed. Look at who he's fighting. By 24, you beat the likes of Quadras, Rung Vasai, knocking out Rung Vasai, Sonny Edwards, knocking him out, knocking out Estrada. To do that by 24 is unprecedented. I know a lot of you guys were asking me immediately after the fight, well, Biz, you talked about Gervonta Davis being one of the greatest fighters of all time. And really, I got to adjust that statement because a lot of people are saying, well, who he fought and stuff like that, and it's confusing you guys. I mean, best fighters I've ever seen. Gervonta Davis is one of the best fighters in history. All right. Now, his resume isn't showing it right now. Right now, his legacy isn't showing it, but it's showing enough for me to know, looking at that guy, that's one of the best fighters ever. How do I feel about Bam Rodriguez? His resume is better. His legacy, especially by 24, is shaping up far better than Gervonta's right now. And when it comes to abilities and skill set, and things you just can't teach, right? The abilities, things you can't teach. Bam Rodriguez, like I said, when I said Gervonta was one of the best fighters in the world, I brought up Bam Rodriguez, and I brought up Inoue and Terrence Bud Crawford and Usyk. Those are the guys I brought up. And I'm going to stay bringing up those guys when I say top of the line, just high level, amazing fighters. All right, listen, when I say Gervonta is one of the best fighters ever, it's not to diss anybody else. All right. Bam Rodriguez, who do I think is better? But I think Gervonta is a better fighter than Bam. But it doesn't mean that Bam Rodriguez isn't going to be great. I'll tell you this, right now, if I was still doing pound for pound list, Bam Rodriguez would definitely be over Gervonta in a pound for pound list because of what he's accomplishing. But not just that, his resume. I'm going to move him up the fighter list too, because to have that type of performance against an all-time great fighter in Estrada, and Estrada wants to rematch. He wants to rematch, and it's in the contract, so he's going to go for it. The guy got all the heart in the world, but I'm telling you, it's a wrap because I saw it the first jab Estrada threw. It's over with. There's nothing Estrada can adjust to when it comes to Bam Rodriguez. He's just ahead of him. It is what it is. And before the fight, I was thinking very much of how De La Hoya came onto the scene and how they start passing the torch. Julio Cesar Chavez and Sweet Pea Whitaker, who I think was robbed of that fight with Oscar De La Hoya. But nonetheless, he fought those guys. Bam Rodriguez performances against those great fighters, the four kings in Quadras, Estrada, and Rung Vasai, and those three of the four kings, his performances against them just is something to marvel. It's something to marvel. And like I was saying last night, the era we're in with Inoue, with Gervonta Tank Davis, with Bam Rodriguez, and I'm excluding Terrence Bud Crawford, I'm excluding Canelo Alvarez right now, I'm excluding Usyk right now. I'm just talking about their moment seem to be right now. And it's strange because Bam Rodriguez at his age should be more of a prospect. He's definitely here. All right, he is a baby out of those three. And this guy, we have a lot of great boxing to look forward to. And I was saying it last night when I think of Shushu Carrington, Abdullah Mason, Ben Whitaker, Andy Cruz, all these guys. I'm looking at these guys, Keyshawn Davis. I'm looking at these very, Carmel Moulton, these very talented guys. And I'm looking at the future and what we're calling in this community. I'm salivating. I am very excited by where boxing is heading. Shout out to DAZN. DAZN, our collab is going great. And I'm sure that, and let me know in the comments, but I'm sure our community appreciated the boxing revolution is alive and thriving. I want to say this too, real quick. The Alex Pereira knockout of Yuri Prochazka, insane, all right? But the way you guys were talking it up, I thought I was going to see this shit. What I saw, though, Alex Pereira is Jason Voorhees. The guy is Michael Myers. The guy is terrifying. And right now, he looks unbeatable, all right? The guy is an all-time great already. Teofimo Lopez, and everybody's raving about his performance against Claggett. I loved the fight. And I understand what people say when Teofimo Lopez fight to a level of competition. I think that is a very strong argument. With that said, I do like how Teofimo was fighting. I don't think he packed enough power for Claggett. Claggett's chin was stupid, and he had better defense than it seems. Teofimo was throwing a lot of shots from a lot of different angles, and he did a lot of things, and he dominated the fight. You know, it happens sometimes when a fighter dominates a fight and people are like, it wasn't a knockout, you know what I mean? And, you know, you kind of get down on them. Same thing with Benavidez and Volcic. You know, people were down on Benavidez. He dominated the fight. Same with Boots and Karen. Boots dominated the fight. Karen just ran around all day. Teofimo Lopez, the fight he put on, how busy he was, how many punches he threw, how many punches he landed. Same for Claggett. That was one of the busier fights I've seen so far this year. There wasn't a second of that fight that didn't have multiple punches being thrown. And what I was very impressed by Teofimo Lopez, and I needed to know this, how much shape and condition he's in. The guy can throw 1,000,000 punches for 12 rounds, and that was good to know. Now, Teofimo Lopez called out Pitbull, and he still called out Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford at 150 is not happening. Him calling out Pitbull is very interesting because Claggett, when you look at the pressure fighter he was last night, you immediately think of Pitbull, and people are like, yo, Pitbull will beat the hell out of you. And it's great to know that Teofimo didn't shy from that challenge, and he called out Pitbull. I like that. I like that. And there's nothing about Teofimo Lopez's career that make me think he would do anything different. When it comes to that fight with Claggett and Teofimo Lopez, do I think it was a great Teofimo Lopez performance? A great would have been knocking him out, right? And just cleaning him up, you know. But I think that fight, I really liked that fight. I liked the fight so much. I was so entertained as a boxing fan to watch that fight that it's hard for me to talk negatively about it. I really liked that fight. Teofimo Lopez dominated him, so that's good. And now I'm even more interested in how he would do against a pressure fighter like Pitbull. Let me know how you all think in the comments below. ShowBizz the dope. I'm out.
ShowBizz gave away $30,000.
30G.
Then he gave away another $30,000. And now, the biggest giveaway in boxing YouTube history.
$100,000.
I king, I do what I
We're
king.
gonna have
I take
3
purpose
winners
to the
each
hand.
time we reach each milestone, starting with $20,000. Once we get to only 350,000 subscribers. Look, we have over 300,000 subscribers right now. So everybody, start subscribing, start sharing, sending it to all your friends so you can have a chance to be that lucky subscriber, just like Tim Butler from the past, just like J-Dub, so you can win $20,000. Don't forget, once we reach 400,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away $30,000. And once we reach 500,000 subscribers, we'll have a lucky winner who wins $50,000. $20,000. So everybody, start subscribing, start liking, start sharing. I can't wait for me to congratulate the first winner of this $20,000. That's 350,000 subscribers. Now let me go and deposit this into the bank. CC, love you, boy. ShowBizz adult. I'm out.